Welcome to a super easy first project in Python called Mad Libs. All you need to already know are variables, strings, including the f strings, how to get input from user, and the simple print function. That's all. Now when I do my Mad Libs, I like to start with the story first and then fill in the variables later. For me, this is just easier. For you, it might be the other way around. Let's start here with the title. We'll call it My Autobiography. All right, and now I'm going to add a new line. This is just going to give a space between the title and the story once we print it out. Now, when you start with your story, just keep in mind that you're going to fill in the variables later on. We'll start here with a multi-line string, and we'll use triple quotes for that. Hi, I'm John. I was born on 4th of January in New York. I love playing sports, and it's been my passion since I was a kid. I went to Thompson High where I made friends like Tony. After high school, I studied science at Harvard. Now I'm 52 and I'm excited about the future. That's my story, short and sweet. Now we'll move these triple quotes up just to be a little more neat. There you have it. That is our whole story finished. And we left spaces like John and 4th of July, New York, etc. Those we'll be able to put variables in here in a minute. So let's get right to the variables. First we have John. That's easy. We'll call the variable name. And now here is where we're going to get input from the user. So all you have to do for that is input parentheses, and then inside we're just going to put enter your name. And don't forget to leave a space here because that'll make it more neat as well. Our next one here, we have the John. So the next one, I was born on 4th of January. So that we could put here as birth date. And the same thing here, we're just going to get input from the user. So we'll do input parentheses, enter your birth date. As you can see, it's pretty easy to get the story and come up with the variables. Next, we have New York here. So we'll just put birthplace. That's a good name for the variable. And the same thing, we'll get input, enter your birthplace. So far, so good. All right, what we have next here is I love playing sports. Well, that sounds like a hobby. So all we're going to do is call it hobby. And then input from the user. You got it. Enter a hobby. Next thing here, we have Thompson High, which is a high school. So we can call this one high school. And input, enter your high school. And let's actually go back and put capital letters here for the H and the S. So now after we have the high school, the next thing here is Tony. We could change that with friend. So we'll do a variable called friend. Now what you could do here is just copy and paste to make it a little more easy. Oops, I should have done that first. But anyway, here you go. And we'll just replace that with friend. Enter a friend. All right, next thing here is science. So what did you study? So we'll call this your major because it is university. Again, the same thing here. It's very repetitive. Input, enter your university. And let's say major. So enter your university major. All right, we have Harvard. So let's just put university for this one. Again, we're inputting enter your university. And it looks like we have one more thing here we can do, and that is I'm 52, so we'll just call this one age. So age equals input parentheses, you guessed it, enter your age, colon, and a space. There we go. So let's move this up a little bit to make it more neat. All right, so we have here our full story, and then we have all of our variables that we're going to enter in the story. So the next thing we have to do is put these variables in the story. This is pretty easy. So we'll look here, name, and we're going to enter that in John. So what we have to do now is we have to make this an F string, and all you have to do for that is put an F at the beginning of the quotes. Now we're going to put the variable here with curly brackets. So curly brackets, and then we'll put name inside. So that is all you have to do with the F string, the curly brackets, and then enter the variable. So for this one, curly brackets, and we'll enter the birth date. Next thing here is New York, same thing, curly brackets, and birthplace. All right, we're going to do curly brackets and a hobby right here. Oops, there we go, hobby. And it's been my passion since I was a kid. All right, I went to Thompson High, so that's the next one, and it's high school. So curly brackets and high school. Tony is going to match up with friend, so we'll put friend in the curly brackets here. For science, we're just going to change that with major. And Harvard, curly brackets, university. And then our last one is age, and we're going to put that where the 52 is. So again, curly brackets and age. All right, there is our Mad Libs complete. We have our story, all our variables. So let's move this up and run the Mad Libs and see what we get. All right, enter your name, John, enter your birthplace, birth date, 2nd of February, enter your birthplace, Thailand, enter a hobby, knitting, high school, we'll say Jackson High, a friend, let's say Judy, university major of mathematics, and enter your university, let's say Yale, and then our age of 47. So let's run this and see what we get. There we go, our title and our story. Hi, I'm John. I was born on 2nd of February in Thailand. I love knitting, and it's been my passion since I was a kid. I went to Jackson High, where I made friends like Judy. After high school, I studied mathematics at Yale. Now I'm 47 and excited about the future. That's my story, short and sweet. So there you go. That's your Mad Libs. Now, there are a few things we can do here to tidy it up and make it more grammatical, such as Judy here doesn't have a capital J, neither does John. So if you want to make it a little more grammatically correct, there are a few things you could add here. So on the user input for name, we could put dot, capitalize. Now this will capitalize the first letter of the name. Don't forget the parentheses there. Our birth date, birthplace, that's going to be a country or a city, so we're going to capitalize that one too. Hobby, high school, again. So high school, it could be too like Thompson High or Jefferson High. So we're actually going to use dot title here. This will capitalize the first letter of every word. Now, don't forget the parentheses on these functions. Friend, that's going to be a name, so we're going to capitalize that as well. Major, we'll capitalize as well. And then university, we'll do title here because again, it's going to be Harvard University, or it'll have 2 or 3 words. So we want those all capitalized. So we'll use title, and that should be it. So if we clear this and we run it again, let's take a look at what we have. Enter your name. So let's just do all kind of lowercase on purpose here. Joe. Birth date, 27th of May. Birthplace, let's put Chicago. We'll do a lowercase just to see what we get. Again, a hobby, playing sports. Let's see, for high school, we will put here Trinidad High School. Enter a friend, Jose. University, major, science, our university, Harvard, and our age is going to be 39. So let's look at this now. Hi, I'm Joe. As you can see here, we entered Joe lowercase, and it printed it out with an uppercase J. Perfect. Chicago as well. We have an uppercase C. Trinidad High School. We use the title here, so as you can see, everyone has a capital letter at the beginning. Same with Jose, science, Harvard. There you go. Just a few things that you can use to clean up your Mad Libs. There you go. That is a super easy Mad Libs. Congratulations on finishing your first project in Python. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you're looking for more content like this. Thanks for watching.